For the puppies as well. They'll run on first down. Cook able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go play action here. Mon. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mon. He finds his man. Complete. It's Cook. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Back to throw again. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw there complete to Mooney. Touchdown, Chicago! Darnell Mooney. 49 yards. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And they will score. Pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mon now off of play action. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st down, here's Mon. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10. Mond out of the shotgun. Looking here for Smith downfield. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Mon. He's going to take another shot here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Amir Smith-Marset, 57 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Point after right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll make it a 2nd down. On play action, Fields rolling to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
On first down, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, it's Fields. That is caught inside the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They run again on first down. Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now Mon. He finds his man complete. That's Logan. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Cook able to escape. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Mon looks to throw on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. line. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears will take over here at their own 12-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Third and 2, Fields. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us, when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it.
He's got a man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mon. That's to Cook out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mon. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
An 8-yard loss.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The defense going to blanket the field. 6 now in the secondary here for 3rd and 15. Here's Mon. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Akers. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Fields. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for a loss on the play. third down. Fields. He'll dump this off to Akers. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They snap it to Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Marquise Goodwin there to make the grab. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. He's got a first down past the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mon to the air on 1st and 10. He'll dump this off to Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ and Logan. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
And see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. Mon going to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And he will have a Vikings first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They run it again with Cook. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Left side, Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Minnesota, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they will fall to 1-1. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.